Coming up today on Houston Life, are zombie trees invading your lawn? Find out how to identify them and what to do if you have one in your yard.
And another big act was just added to the 2022 Rodeo Houston lineup. Our Lauren Kelly has a look at which country star will help kick off the performances in February.
Plus, do you want to give your body a break from sodas and alcohol? We'll show you healthier alternatives that are fresh and delicious.
And from the bar to the grill, we're learning more about a local rising culinary star as he dishes up some summer favorites. All that and more happening today on Houston Life.
Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
Don't wake the baby. Hello, everyone, and welcome to nap time on Houston Life. Isn't he sweet? He's so sweet, Texo.
He is a good boy.
I know. He's such a good boy. I have to tell you, in the tease, I'm very excited about one of the stories, all of the stories that we're doing today. But the zombie trees, I had to Google this, y'all. Had no idea what was going on, and I'm fascinated by the entire topic.
Well, and we can't give it all away just yet, but you know, in February, when we found out just how unprepared we were for the freeze.
You're talking about the freeze.
The freeze in February, right? And so many of us have been hoping that our bushes and our shrubs
and just kind of walking by our dead plants.
saying a little prayer every morning.
Come on, you can do it.
You know what? So our friend Dana Laconi, you're friends with too, the palm trees in her backyard, like she had to pull them out.
Yes.
But our friends Brad and Brandon, their palm trees started showing little sprigs of life. So the good news is, if you're one of those people who's still saying a prayer in front of your tree every morning,
you're not alone.
You're not alone. And we do have an expert coming up later who's going to sort of walk us through, like, okay, is it time to say goodbye? What do you do if, you know,
yeah, I'm totally fascinated by it, because literally I had to Google the whole thing. I had no idea what this was. It was a great tease, because I said, what is this story? So I was very excited about it. The other thing that we were very excited about today, did you watch the launch?
You know, I did see clips of it. Very exciting.
That was our breakfast. The boys and I, we sat down, we were eating our waffles and had a great breakfast. What a monumental day, and of course happening right in West Texas, of the city of Van Horn. Jeff Bezos, of course, blasted into space this morning on his rocket company's first flight, with more humans on board, becoming the second billionaire in just over a week to ride his own spacecraft.
It's super cool that we're even in this position where it's happening, because even just a few years ago, it was sort of like pie in the sky. Oh, get it? No pun intended.
Aren't you cute?
I wonder if they took a pie with them. It's just so exciting that it seemed to have gone so seamlessly, and being weightless, and the land, it looked like it sort of went off exactly as planned.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was scripted well. There was no hitch. And even, you know, the rocket came back and basically was sort of like a perfect landing. You know, the entire flight lasted 10 minutes and 10 seconds. I mean, if you would have told me a month ago, I would have said, like, 45 minutes. 3 days. I mean, I don't know, but 10 seconds, that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. 10 minutes, 10 seconds.
I'm sorry, 10 minutes, 10 seconds, not 10 seconds. I'm going to work on that.
Wow,
flight.
that went by really quickly. Well, also, they're making history for so many reasons. And can we just show the video just one more time? So there's a woman named Wally Funk, and she's really like an aviation pioneer. You can see her floating around.
In her 80s, right?
Hair. There's Wally right there. And she has such an incredible story. She's from the Dallas area. And back in the 1960s, when NASA had this all-male astronaut corps, she had actually applied for the astronaut program. She was turned down 4 times. She says it's because she didn't have an engineering degree, but like many people, she dreamed of going into space and dreamed of experiencing exactly what we're watching right now, this weightlessness, the curvature of the Earth. And it's incredible that all these decades later, Wally Funk was able to see this dream come true.
I think it's really fantastic, and I love that video that we were just showing of her, obviously a talk before the launch. much. And she gets out of her chair. That says a lot about the kind of personality and the command she has when she walks into a room, right? She's not just going to sit there. She's taking you on this journey with her. She's very energetic. But what an amazing experience to live and to tell about. And you know, she worked her whole life for it, right?
Well, and it's about time, too. Females are so underrepresented still in so many different fields. Remember when the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the Supreme Court was asked, how many women will be enough on the Supreme Court? And she said, when there are 9. And people were sort of shocked, like, oh, well, 9 women. Like, what do you mean? And she said, well, it's always been men. And no one had a problem with there being 9 men. So it would be great to one day see an all-female astronaut team up in space. I think it's coming.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're celebrating big today and can't wait to hear more about their 10-minute, 10-second flight.
Breaking barriers. Would you do it?
No. You know me, I'm not a risk taker. I like my feet on the ground. I'm not a risk taker. You know me. I mean, I definitely, you know, teeter on the edge a little bit, but would never jump out of a perfectly fine airplane.
Oh, we gotta fix that. I gotta tell you, the first time I went skydiving, it was for Houston Life.
Yeah.
Life-changing. And the thing, you know what I was most worried about was that moment when you jump out of the plane. Like, what's that gonna feel like?
Yeah.
It's the best part of skydiving, when you have to just realize that, you know, there's nothing down there except the earth, and you're just gonna jump head first down.
I don't need to know that feeling. I'd rather eat strawberries.
But you don't like strawberries.
I'd rather eat strawberries.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of breaking barriers and like gender norms, so did you ever watch Dawson's Creek?
Of course.
Okay, so Joshua Jackson, he's on a brand new show called
Dr. Death.
Dr. Death.
Yes.
Okay, he still looks the same.
Totally the same.
But, you know, just a little bit older. So on The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon essentially asked him if he and his wife, Jodie Turner-Smith, always knew they were going to get married.
Okay.
You know, sometimes like you just meet someone.
Love at first sight.
Love at first sight. So Jimmy asked, did you always know if you were going to marry? And this is how he responded.
I knew the moment she asked me.
She asked you?
She asked me, yeah. On New Year's Eve, we were in Nicaragua. It was very beautiful, incredibly romantic. We're walking down the beach, and she asked me to marry her.
She just said, will you?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, there was like a preamble. There was a lead up to it.
Did you know that it was going to happen?
I did not know, but she was quite adamant, and she was right. This is the best choice I ever made.
That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Yeah,
I love that. So romantic.
So it's super cool, right, that his wife asked him if he wanted to marry her. Yeah. And a lot of people are talking about it like, oh my gosh, can you believe that, you know, the female asked the male? But you know me, I'm not a fan of like gender roles or stereotypes. And I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great that they're breaking with the norm, and they did that.
Well, yeah, and obviously she obviously felt very secure in the relationship and knew, I'm sure she knew how he was going to answer, right? But it's awesome that she did that.
But don't you think, though, that it just shows that, like, you know, the world is evolving and changing? Because back, like, in my mom's day, it would have been unheard of for a woman to ask a man to marry.
I know. I agree. I agree. The other thing that we're talking about today is, speaking of kind of like this trend of breaking barriers and really celebrating each other. Have you seen the covers of Sports Illustrated, the swimsuit edition?
I haven't yet, but do we have them?
Well, of course, we've got Houston's own Megan Thee Stallion. She is going to be on the cover. This is actually hitting stands on July 22nd. Also, Lena Bloom, who's the first trans person to be on the cover, and Naomi Osaka as well. So all three, there's different covers for each of these magazines, internal, the backside, and all of that. But we're really celebrating here. We have a trans person. We have the first female rapper, of course, Naomi Osaka, tennis player, biracial. I mean, it's really incredible. And by the way, all body types are represented here. Besides skin color, all body types.
Yeah, like more full-figured women,
essentially. Yes, real women.
Real women. It's incredible.
I know.
I like our Breaking Barriers theme on today's show.
It's kind of fun, right?
Well, and they all look fantastic. Anyone who has, I mean, you wouldn't catch me on the cover of a magazine
Never.
in a bikini or in a swimsuit. So
I don't even wear a bikini.
Why not?
Oh.
You should.
I mean, I do. No, it's just I'm digging the fact that the one piece is having a moment. I really like a one piece.
I think it's fantastic. Anytime someone puts themselves out there, you're always going to have haters, right? And critical people. And I can only imagine all of the messages they probably get if you're on the cover of a magazine in your swimsuit. So good for them for going for it, knowing full well that there are going to be haters out there. But I applaud them.
Celebrate all of them. They're beautiful women. Again, that issue is going to be on stands on the 22nd.
All right, sounds good to me. Still to come on Houston Life, more than 300 brand new words have been added to dictionary.com. See which new words made the cut.
It's always a fun one. Now let's check in with Joe Sam, who's grilling up a summertime favorite this afternoon out by the grill. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Courtney, Derek. Yeah, so we're grilling it up with one of the rising culinary stars here in Houston, Texas. At just 23 years old, he's already doing some amazing work. We got those lamb chops on the grill right now, and we're going to be getting ready to tell you how you can do this at home when Houston Life returns.
What you know about me? Just what the people say.
You know, there's catchphrases, there's new words, and dictionary.com, the people over there take listen. And they've now added 300 new words to their list.
And many of these words are very important words. It's not just like a playful, silly thing. A lot of them this year have to do with like racial equality.
Social norms.
And social norms.
But then there's also sort of internet slang on there as well. So like JOMO, the joy of missing out, that's included in the list.
Oh, the joy of missing
Yes.
out. A play on like FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yes, so that is included in there as well as long hauler, hyphenated long hauler, as in COVID-19 long hauler. DEI, so diversity, equity, and inclusion, fair treatment, full participation of all people, that's in there. Also, ghost kitchen. Do you know what a ghost kitchen is?
I don't.
It's a commercial facility that many chefs can use. So like you're sort of like renting the space. If you don't have a space to cook, but you're selling your goods, you go to the ghost kitchen.
Ghost kitchen.
Side hustle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people during COVID did their side hustle, another way to make money. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And this one, Zaddy. Do you know what that one is? You looked it up, did you?
I've been called Zaddy before.
Get out of here.
And
Are you serious?
I've been called like Zaddy and Daddy, but there's a difference.
When did this happen? At the pool?
Well, like strangers sometimes. Like I remember the first time someone called me Daddy, and I was like, what? Excuse, I guess it's meant to be.
Was he waiting for you to like respond?
A compliment. I mean, I think it means, Daddy means just like older guy, like Daddy, like.
I don't know, we're on Zaddy. We'll have to look up Daddy.
Zaddy's like a sexy version,
An
right?
attractive man who is also stylish, charming, and self-confident.
But doesn't have to have gray hair.
Zaddy.
I have some gray hair. I'm just saying, like.
It says nothing about, who cares about gray hair?
Like, let's
Married
say.
to a silver fox.
Okay.
Full article, by the way, is, where is it? On today.com. Check it out. It's kind of cute.
Why don't we bring in Lauren Kelly?
Speaking of nice, Zaddy.
Zaddy, Lauren Kelly standing by. What's up, Zaddy?
I tried. It didn't work.
I'm red in the face. I'm sweating right now. Oh my God, I'm like.
Now you know how I feel.
We're all feeling it.
My heart's racing. Derek, Zaddy. Anyways,
Zaddy.
we want to hear from you. What is your significant other's nickname and why? I know you guys know mine for my boyfriend Gabe, but we've already got some great responses coming in. Let's start with Christine. She writes, Corky, because when he was born, his dad said he popped out like a cork.
Oh, wow.
They called him Corky from day one. While in college, he even had to do an extra oral test for excessive absences because he didn't snap an answer here when they called him by his legal name, Daniel. What?
He's thinking his name is Corky. That is awesome.
Carla writes in Bubba because every Texas family needs one. Yes, of course. And Lucretia writes in Stud Muffin. Well, he used to be. Oh. And the last comment goes to, that was the last comment. Sorry. I want the last comment to be mine. You guys know what my nickname for my boyfriend Gabe is, right?
It's Gabriel. It's Babriel.
It's Babriel, and he hates it when I call him that, and he's going to hate it even more on live television today. So head over to Houston Life on our Facebook page. Join the conversation. We'll share some more of your comments a little bit later on in the show. Now that we know of Zaddy, Courtney, do you have a nickname for Orlando?
You know, back in the day, I mean, babe, whatever. He calls me dear, which I don't know. But I used to call him Lewis.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. And
Another man's name?
There's a story.
No.
That's cool, I guess.
Not a nickname. That's just not his name. Lewis. His name is Orlando. I know. On Fridays, I call him Lewis.
Did he respond?
I'm going to call him during the break. There was a story. You know me, I don't remember anything. There was a story that went along with it, and I don't remember why. But that's...
Lewis.
I wasn't going to say it, and that just popped out. I'm sorry. Not funny? It's funny, I think.
I think it's hilarious.
You do you, boo. Wow. I just call Brandon Bob.
Bob. Again,
Or
not
Lewis.
his name.
Gabriel doesn't like Babriel?
No, he
But
thinks
I
it's
call
too
him
cheesy.
Babriel every
Yeah,
time I see him.
But he doesn't care what you say. It's cool when you say it. When I say it, he's like,
He cringes.
Yeah.
I love it, though. You keep doing it.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll check back in with you in a little bit. Chef Oscar Juarez went from dishwashing at a small Mexican joint to becoming one of the city's youngest rising culinary stars with H-Town Restaurant Group.
And Oscar right now is in our outdoor kitchen with Joe Sam creating a popular summer dish. How's it going, Joe?
Yeah, so this is something else that is really cool, you guys, making this amazing lamb chop summer meal. And we have the star here with us, Oscar with Le Jardinier, making this for us. We have the lamb chops already in the grill. And Oscar, you have to tell us, what is that seasoning that you have on there? We see it based already with the lamb chops. We have to learn how to make the best lamb chops out here.
So we have herb crusted lamb chops. So what I do is I get Japanese breadcrumbs. I get some really fresh herbs, so like rosemary, thyme, oregano, some a little spicy. So I add like chipotle powder, some red pepper flakes, a little bit of oil and Dijon mustard. I'll cover the lamb chop with Dijon mustard and let it let them sit in there, and then mark them on the grill. What I do is make sure the grill is really hot.
Speaking of hot, we got to get ready to flip this bad boy
Yes.
because I'm already smelling how amazing that smells. Look at that. Oh, and you hear that sizzle, which makes my mouth even water more. Now, how long does it typically take to cook on each side for these lamb chops?
So preferably, most people prefer medium rare. So I'll do about 4 to 5 minutes on one side, and then I'll flip them. Want to make sure you get a real nice char on it, make sure it's seared nicely. It gives like a better smoky flavor. And then once you get to about 128 degrees, you'll take it out, and then you'll let it rest for about 5 minutes. And once you get 135, is your perfect medium rare.
Really quickly, now that we got those tips in for the grilling of the lamb chops, you have such a great career. We talked about you being a dishwasher when you first started.
Yes.
You were also with the Disney program, too. Let's talk about your career. We have some amazing pictures to show everyone of your career journey.
Yes, Disney Culinary program. So I started off dishwashing, and I basically knew I wanted to cook because I would see the cooks, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. I put myself in that position. I knew that's what I wanted to do. I eventually started cooking, and history was just took over after that. I just kind of started cooking all over Houston. I went to Florida. I worked for one of the biggest programs in the world.
Yeah.
I worked with worldwide chefs. It was a huge achievement for me.
Absolutely.
And it kind of made me realize what I was passionate about.
You know what else is going to be a huge achievement? These lamb chops. And we're
Yes,
going to continue
they are.
cooking them. You're going to have actual sides to go along with them and a puree. We're going to be making that out here, you guys, when we come back, talking more about Oscar, 23 years old and already dominating the culinary industry. Courtney and Derek, these are about to be in my belly good.
Okay, you better share. And I love his resume. It is so deep. He's had so many experiences in and around the kitchen. His story is incredible. Thanks, Joe.
Absolutely.
When we come back, we have a special guest in studio. Arborist Armani Martinez is showing us how to spot the dreaded zombie trees. We're going to get to the bottom of this, plus what you can do to prep your yard from storm season.
And as we go to break, here's your Tip Tuesday with Bernie Quintero from 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating of Houston.
So it's so important here in Houston, Texas to have your ducts properly sealed. We offer a product called AeroSeal. Every single duct in every single home inherently has leaks in it. And what AeroSeal does is it's a spray that we spray into your ducting, and it's similar to Fix-A-Flat for a tire. It finds all the holes and seals them. This makes your air conditioner work more efficiently because if you have leaks, air is literally leaking into your attic and making your air conditioner work that much harder to cool your home. So with AeroSeal, you can ensure that your ducts are completely sealed and your air conditioner can work more efficiently, thus saving you more money on your electricity bill.
Earlier this year, during the big freeze, vegetation in Houston took a big hit. And while some plants are showing signs of life, others are looking pretty dead and brown. Local arborist Armani Martinez is here with more on how we should handle dead trees and plants. Also, I know you have some summer tips because it is storm season, hurricane season. Okay, let's just jump right in. What exactly is a zombie tree?
That's a really good question. I get that asked a lot with my clients. A zombie tree, it's basically a tree that's already been dead. It's already dead, but doesn't know it yet. It's a tree that has, it's in a decline, and it has safety and health issues that are not visible to the untrained eye. And it's something that you really have to pay attention to because otherwise, you know, it could be a hazardous situation.
Okay, so if a tree is, I know we're seeing some video right now, this is essentially an example of a zombie tree. And if I'm understanding correctly, not every dead tree is going to look dead. It might just look sick.
Yeah, and this is something that we run into in a lot of cases where we have severe weather, we have a storm that passed by, and the tree looks fine afterwards, but it might, you know, show signs, you know, months or years down the road. Yeah, these are some great examples of pictures of the trees.
And I'm noticing, Amari, that in these examples, like there, you can see a little bit of new growth. So a lot of homeowners might say, well, wait a minute, the tree is showing signs of life. But you're saying that that's not necessarily an indication that it's going to be okay.
No, it's an indication that the tree is it's very stressed and it's in survival mode, and that's why it's pushing out new growth, sometimes from the bottom or the main trunk, because it's telling you that something happened and it needs help.
So the energy is coming out near the bottom instead of up top. Okay, so if people have trees that look similar to the trees we just saw, what should they do?
Well, the first thing they should do, they should contact their local arborist, and then after that, if they decide they want to give their trees a second chance, then the first thing we would recommend would be to fertilize the tree and then make a complete assessment to determine if the tree is safe or if it needs to be removed.
And the bottom line is, if the tree is dead and needs to come out, it needs to come out, because if you don't take it out, a summer storm will take it out.
Yeah, or it'll slowly just deteriorate and fall in pieces, which is something not good.
And that's bad. Yeah, that's hazardous to human life potentially. Let's talk, we've got about a minute left. Let's talk about these summer storms, because it's rained for about the last month straight. How can people prepare for this type of weather?
Again, contact your local arborist. But to prepare for this, pruning would be a really good idea, because if your tree is really full, it's going to retain more wind, which eventually will cause possible limb failure if this tree, or we have a really bad storm.
Yeah, and we're seeing some of these tips on our screen right now, that staking and resetting trees, that's critical. And with those trunks or those branches that are damaged, if you don't take care of them now, they could fall on a person or on a car, and we certainly do not want that.
Absolutely.
All right, Armani Martinez, thank you so much for all your expert advice. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you for having me.
And for a full list of expert tree tips, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Okay, we're going to shift gears now, send things over to Lauren Kelly, who has more on pretty interesting dating show. Lauren, I've never seen anything quite like it.
Derek, neither have I. Coming up, what's the strangest date that you've ever been on, and did it involve full prosthetic beast makeup? I've got a look at the new Netflix reality show that's taking blind dates to a whole new, even weirder level. Plus, we're going to check up what's coming up for the news at 4 o'clock. Houston Life is back in just 2 minutes.
Welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek and Tex back with you at 3:30.
Earlier in today's show, we found out that Courtney calls her husband Orlando Lewis.
Listen, it was years ago, and it was a nickname. And I did find out why, but I'm not going to tell you.
Okay,
I'm going to share it with the viewers later.
And some of our viewers have explained their nickname choices. Why don't we get to some of your comments? We asked, what is your significant other's nickname? Gloria writes in, Apple Dumplin'. His name is AD. When we met in college, I didn't think AD was such a sweetheart name, so I called him Apple Dumplin'. It stuck, and 57 years later, he's my husband, and our friends usually call him the nickname I gave him at 18 years old. Very nice.
I love that. That's super sweet. Annie writes in, Ooh, and I know her too. Big Papa. Once he changed my ringtone on my phone to sing the song Big Papa, and I didn't know it. So I was in a work meeting, my phone rang and started playing said song. Even my coworkers started calling me that. I love that,
sweet.
Annie. That's a great story.
And Regina writes in Casper because he's a ghost, non-existent. Ooh, good for you, Regina.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Nothing wrong with going through life solo, right?
I know. In Tex, you have lots of nicknames. Texo, Tex-Mex.
Yeah, Texy, Texicans. Brandon and I have so many nicknames for each other. I will say his ringtone is a cat meowing, whether he calls or
a text.
And it still throws people off. I love doing it too. Like at the airport, my phone will meow in my pocket, and everyone kind of looks around.
That's just your little pet joke.
It's the
Love it.
simple things in life. My phone rings like a cat. You call your husband Louis.
I mean,
that's not his
it's
name.
the nicknames.
We all have our things, right?
We do.
Okay.
Okay, let's check in with Andy, Sophia, and Frank for a look at what's coming up at 4. I can call him Louis if I want to.
Oh, you could call him Barbara or Diane.
What would life be without nicknames and emojis, right? That's pretty much all we need to get through the day.
You're right, Andy.
You can call him whatever you want, Courtney.
I know. It's a weird story. I'll share it later.
Looking forward to that.
I know it's a good one.
All right, we're going to get back to you guys in a second, but still a chance for storms across parts of our area. Frank's keeping an eye on the forecast for us. Frank.
You know, it's been fairly quiet. The coast has had the action today. Look at this click-to pin. This is a funnel cloud down on Bolivar Peninsula earlier today. So there's that chance you may see a little funnel cloud, a little tropical system there, but that's going to be about it. In fact, it's pretty quiet there right now. Temperatures 89 at Hobby, 90 at Sugarland, and 84 down on the island. This low-pressure system that was with us today, remember last night, all those storms were moving through? It's because of that low. That's now shifted into Louisiana. So we're getting this flow that's generally on the dry side, although not completely. A lot of the heavier rain, though, has been back out in the Gulf, and these showers have moved right across the island. Had a little action earlier there in Brazoria and Matagorda counties, but you can see it's really pretty quiet right now. I would expect as we go into the evening hours, just the heat of the day will spark a shower or two. This is 8:30, so 20% for that between now and 9 o'clock, and that's really about it. Fairly quiet for tomorrow morning. This is 7 a.m. And then as we go through the day on Wednesday, a lot of this starts to lift back to the north, so we get a chance for showers pretty much throughout the day on Wednesday. In fact, Wednesday, Thursday, the days to watch. And then big changes are on the way. So if you're headed out for a run, actually not bad. The humidity is a little lower today, and temperatures also a little cooler, 89, 87, 85 as we go into the evening. Just watch for a shower or two. There's that wetter Wednesday and Thursday. I'll detail that coming up at 4, and then the July fry begins. That forecast is straight ahead. Andiola.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, that's a new one. Just to go by Ann's. That was my nickname growing up. Yeah. All right, Frank, here's a look at some of the other stories that we are covering for you this afternoon. We told you yesterday how COVID cases in our area and our state have been rising rapidly. Now, doctors at the Texas Medical Center are doubling down, calling this the beginning of another wave, what doctors are seeing that has them so concerned.
Plus, COVID also a growing concern in Tokyo, where the 2020 Olympic opening ceremony is just days away. Our Keith Garvin and Christine Noel are in Tokyo and will bring us an update on that COVID situation in a live report.
Plus, one homeowner turns the tables on porch pirates. She pulled a clever prank to get back at the thieves, but this isn't just anyone's home. It belongs to a celebrity.
It's going to be a good one to share.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, my mom used to call me Sofiaki.
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 Why is that?
I don't know. She lived in Greece for a long time, so possibly it's...
Instead of Suvaki, Sofiaki.
Yeah. Okay, I like it.
Those nicknames are fun.
All right, guys, we'll see you at 4.
All right, C and D, we'll see you at 4.
From an Airbnb good enough for Woody and Buzz to a wild new dating show, a new performance added to Rodeo Houston. Lauren Kelly is joining us now with a few fun topics making headlines today. Hey, Lauren.
It's a good day, you guys. Traveling to infinity and beyond may not be as impossible as you think. Short-term rental company My Experience Matters took one of their El Paso Airbnb listings and transformed it into a complete Toy Story wonderland. The Toy Story experience sleeps up to 8 guests, features 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms per its listing. Buzz, Woody, and the rest of the gang can all be found throughout the house, from the wallpaper and the bedrooms and even the coffee table.
That's
I told
cool.
my sisters my nephew would absolutely love it.
Super fun.
Oh, yeah.
Also, that mural is so big that would be kind of jarring to wake up to.
Right? That's
I'm awake.
what nightmares are made of. All right, y'all. There's a new dating show debuting on Netflix tomorrow, and it's called Sexy Beasts. This is where real-life singles sport elaborate makeup and prosthetics and put their true blind date chemistry to the test. Check this out. In every episode, a participant wearing heavy prosthetic beast makeup is presented with 3 potential matches, each in different disguises. Take a look.
You're the best looking devil I've ever seen.
This is really weird right now.
Would you count this as a weird experience for you?
Cheers.
So I like your fin.
Well, and they're out in the wild, so it's sort of like they have to just kind of mingle with these costumes.
Was that
on.
super creepy? I like your fin. It's weird. I don't know. The idea is for the chooser to get to know the candidates without being influenced by their looks before everybody does get to see what the Bachelor and Bachelorettes actually look like. It debuts on Netflix tomorrow, so that should be an interesting watch. Okay, well,
I'm going to watch that one, too.
Earlier today, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo announced that Texas fan favorite Cody Johnson will help kick off their 90th anniversary celebration. His performance is scheduled for Monday, February 28th. That is the first day of the 2022 rodeo. Individual tickets for Cody's performance go on sale to the public next Thursday, July 29th at 10 a.m. That is at rodeohouston.com. This performance marks his 4th time at Rodeo Houston. I know you guys love him. He's a great, great guy we've had on the show before. A link to all of these topics that we have discussed is online at houstonlife.tv.
It's a great choice for rodeo. I was chatting with my mom on the phone last night about rodeo and realizing we haven't had a proper rodeo. By the time this one rolls around, it will have been years.
Two years, right?
I mean, 2019 was really the last one because in 2020, it got cut way short. So that's great news.
So very cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
And a great nod to Cody to open it all up. That's fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thanks,
Fun.
Lauren.
Thanks, guys.
All right, coming up on Houston Life, certified nutritionist Crystal Hammett is showing us how to make healthier drink options for your next summer party.
Cheers to that. There she is in studio. We're going to make a few of those drinks. Houston Life will be right back.
If you want to give your body a break from sugary sodas or alcohol while still being able to enjoy some refreshing summer drinks, we've got healthier alternatives that are pretty easy to make.
Absolutely. Certified nutritionist Crystal Hammett joins us now with healthy drink recipes that are delicious and beneficial for us, all of us. It's great to see you.
So good to be here.
I know. I'm really excited about this. We have 3 different drinks. The first one is kind of interesting because it involves bone broth, but don't get nervous about that. That has some really great health benefits to it, right?
It does. You're boiling down that whole bone, but now you can just buy it in a container, in a glass jar. So nice. But yes, there's tremendous benefits for gut health, for joint health, for overall immune support. And you can throw it in a mock Bloody Mary. We're doing a bone broth Bloody Mary. And it's really great at a picnic or for a brunch.
Oh, wow. Okay, so bone broth. I know you said you can buy it in the jar. Are all bone broths created equal, or should you be looking out for a certain
Organic,
type?
of course, all your grass-fed stuff is going to be better. They have frozen bone broth as well as some fresh bone broth. Look for it in not in plastic, rather in bottles or in paper. But yeah, they're all so much easier to buy than make on your own.
I agree. There's so much more now, too. Okay, so while we get ready for this one, what ingredients do we have here? And this is basically for a reset, right?
Yeah, totally. So, you know, a nice brunch. And if you guys want to come over here and throw this stuff in there, you totally can. So we have some paprika, some, you can use a spoon here to just dump it in if you want. Okay. Some celery salt. We have some cayenne pepper as well as some...
Did we want all of that in there? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to make it a little spicy.
Too late now.
Yes. I already put in your your fire roasted tomatoes and your organic tomato juice, and here's the bone broth.
Okay,
dump
I just
that
want to
in.
smell it.
And then coconut aminos and kimchi juice.
Yes, so kimchi, fermented cabbage, it's a Korean dish. It's so good for you. Me too. So it's loaded with some prebiotics to help feed those probiotics. Really good for gut health. It's a little spicy, but you're adding in those extra nutrients. And a few splashes of the aminos there. Liquid aminos are a fantastic substitute for soy sauce.
I use it all the time,
Yes,
and my kids don't
so
have a clue
yummy.
about what it is.
You're kidding.
No, they
There's
love
a
it.
full amino profile. You have 16 different amino acids. Those are your
You tried
building
it? Put
blocks
some
for
on your finger.
proteins. You know, it's just lick it right off your palm.
There you go.
It's honestly just like soy sauce.
It's just like soy sauce,
It is
right?
just like, do you buy this just at a regular grocery store?
They have a spray one, and they have this, and they have a few different brands, coconut aminos as well.
Wow.
And then the sriracha, you know, we'll get a little bit spicy there. Oh, it's not coming out. But it depends on, you know, the flavor. We won't do the spice because we already got some other spices in there.
That's perfect.
So we'll blend that really quickly, and we'll pour it in the dish and in the cup.
Look, we have our glasses here already preset.
So let's have our bone broth.
And would we have this for a lunch, or, I mean, you know, obviously we're eating food with it, but does it matter what time of day we're consuming
I
this?
just picture brunch. Anytime you'd want a Bloody Mary.
So you could host your little bone broth collection for friends if you're having a little party. While Courtney tries this, let's move on to the lemonade. Here, I'll grab one.
Okay, here.
Let's move on to the lemonade. So
Yes.
you've made a lemon base, but you're going to do two different versions, a blueberry and a strawberry
Yes,
as well.
so I'm going to give you the strawberry to muddle and you the blueberry.
Okay.
You'll just taste it. Tell me what you think about that.
This is delicious.
Is it good?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
good,
awesome.
good. So we're gonna muddle strawberries and blueberries, and I already made the base. So your base is going to have fresh lemons. I squeezed 6 fresh lemons, and our big healthy alternative here is Manuka honey in place of regular honey or sugar to make your base.
What's the difference? What is Manuka honey?
Manuka honey is super healing. It's great antiviral, antibacterial. It's excellent even for skin healing and rashes. It's really amazing for gut health as well. So you're gonna have all these great medicinal purposes and using this honey versus, of course, sugar that's highly inflammatory. So what I did was 1/3 cup of Manuka honey, melted it down with a cup of water, made a nice little simple syrup. So I'm gonna add that to my just lemons and water here. So here's our base, that's our lemonade. And then we're just gonna muddle up some extra strawberries, blueberries, make that nice little beautiful color from the fruit and also get those added micronutrients.
Lovely.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to add some ice for you.
Oh, that's okay. We get the idea.
Here,
And look how beautiful that is.
Yeah,
Crystal,
so
you have such great ideas.
fun at a picnic. And you can garnish it however you'd like.
I love it. And you know, there's something special about homemade lemonade like this because it's not sweet. You get all the flavors. Delicious.
So refreshing.
so good.
So we have your savory and your refreshing drinks, and you won't even realize you're just not indulging in alcohol.
I know. Or the sugars, right? It's so great for a reset. For a complete recipe and to connect with Crystal, you can swing by our website, HoustonLife.tv.
Crystal Hammett, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, now let's check back in with Joe Sam, who's outside grilling up some tasty lamb chops. Hey, Joe.
Is it good?
Welcome back to Houston Life. You know, nicknames are a very personal thing, right? And I think when it comes to nicknames for your significant other, we all have them, right?
Yes.
Well, many of us do, including Courtney. So earlier today, we asked you to share your nicknames for your significant others. We've been loving reading these comments. This first comment is from Corey, who writes in, Tear Bear. That's her husband's nickname because his real name is Terry, and he's so big and cuddly like a bear.
Oh,
that's so sweet.
Thanks for sharing. Mary writes in, is
Mitfin?
Mitfin?
Or Mightfin?
Mighty Fin? I don't know.
Fine?
Mighty Fine because they are?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, we might need a pronouncer on that one, but I like it. Cynthia writes in, Italian Stallion. My bro calls my husband that. Italian Stallion.
That's cute. Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
Russell, mi amor, because that's what he is.
Oh, so
it.
sweet. Allie writes in, if I call him Eric, he thinks he's in trouble. With that said, he calls me Al. If he calls me Allison, he is making sure I am paying attention to him. You know, that is so true.
It is
because
true.
I never call Brandon Brandon, and he never calls me Derek.
No.
But if I do say, like, Brandon, it's like a little bit jarring.
It's like a child, right? I mean, whenever I hear Courtney, even, you don't call me Courtney. CZ, that's what everybody calls.
I do call you CZ.
Yeah. It's just funny when you hear your person that you're with all the time
call you your name
by your full name.
Okay,
it's
so
very strange.
are we going to get the story about why you call your husband Lewis, even though that is not even close to his name?
It's not even close to his name. So you know how we were talking about Tex having all these different names? So Tex, Texo,
Texy,
Tex-Mex. You kind of just go down the rabbit hole there. I had a dog named Simba. And so Simba, I would call him Simmy, Simmy Lou, and then it just turned into Lewis. It's really uneventful. And
so your husband's nickname was like an extension of your dog's nickname.
Yeah, but now I just call him O because it's shorter.
That's Oprah's nickname. It's taken.
No, it's not. That's Mother Oprah to you.
Okay. Okay. I think we got to take a quick break.
We're going to take a break, and as we head to break, we're going to find out what's coming up on entertainment tonight.
Derek and Courtney, make sure you tune into ET tonight for a Bennifer update. What J-Lo's Shotgun Wedding co-star Josh Duhamel just told us. Plus, only we're inside legendary drummer Sheila E.'s house. Get ready for some interesting Prince stories. That's tonight at 6:30 right here on KPRC2. But don't go anywhere. Houston Life will be right back.
Well, welcome back here to Houston Life. We have been making those lamb chops here in the outside grill, and they are looking and smelling beautiful. Look at that beautiful char on there. So you know that they're going to be nice and crispy with that herb rub that we put on top of them. So Chef Oscar, you're going to have to go ahead and get those cutting into those. Tell us again, why is this such a great summer meal?
It goes really good for summer meals. It's great. It's really versatile.
Oh, look at that.
So like I said, whenever you take it out, you let it rest for a little bit and you get like a perfect medium rare. For me, that's the way I like to have it. Kind of brings out the smokiness, charcoal flavor. It's really tender, it's really juicy. It goes really good with the butternut squash. I have sweet potato puree and butternut squash puree with a little bit of sauteed squash.
Let's get that ready because we already got the squash puree already going. So we're going to get ready to plate those lamb chops, you guys. As Chef gets ready to get that puree, it's going to go amazing, like he said, with these beautiful lamb chops we've been charring on the grill. You said 7 minutes on each side for when people are grilling this here to make sure they're that medium rare that we love. And that's what we want to get into. So when we're doing this here, Chef, you have to look at that. I mean, he's a professional and 23 years old. Tell people again what got you into the industry with cooking in the culinary.
It really started off with my dad because he was working at a restaurant since as long as I could remember. He used to work at a steakhouse, so as a kid, I would go and watch him cook, and it kind of pushed me to, I knew that's what I wanted to do. And I just love to cook, and also my mom was a really bad cook, so I really had no choice but to learn to cook.
Hold on, so you said your mom?
Yeah, she never knew how to cook. So.
Your mom was a bad cook, so he had to teach himself in order because you wanted to eat good, right?
I had to.
And when we talk about some of your other dishes, while we continue to plate this here, we have some beautiful pictures of your work. Let's talk about some of your other favorite dishes that people can check out at Le Jardiniere, where you're actually cooking at now. Some of those dishes that you have up already. Let's talk about some of those favorite dishes that you have up at Le Jardiniere.
Some of my favorite dishes, we have a Wagyu steak that we have. It's paired with eggplant mousse, so a lot of people don't recognize mousse as something that's savory. It's usually like a chocolate mousse or something like a dessert. So we have a savory mousse that we use, and it's basically eggplants and heavy cream. It's really creamy. We have broccolini. It's one of my favorite dishes. It's really fancy. It's something different I've never seen. We bring out kind of the best of a lot of ingredients, a lot of vegetables. It's very vegetable based, kind of to bring people to know a lot of vegetables they aren't familiar with, like salsify, sweet potatoes, rutabaga.
So many other flavors and everything that people can check out. And you being 23 years old, you have to give some advice to everyone out there while I'm getting ready to dive into these lamb chops, the young people, about getting into the industry and really keeping that drive and that commitment, because you have an impressive resume.
I think it's really important to always work hard and stay consistent and to not give up. Don't listen to other people and just keep doing you. Just work hard and you know.
And keep at it, right?
Keep at it.
Keep the dream alive, and that's exactly what you're doing. These lamb chops, you guys, absolutely amazing. Just makes me want to sing. And that's what they make me want to do. And we're going to have some more great things that we'll talk about tomorrow. We've had a great show today, you guys, and you guys have some information on what we have going on tomorrow. Courtney and Derek, we're going to take another bite of this here.
And I love hearing Oscar's story. It's so great. And I've had that Wagyu with that eggplant mousse. It is unbelievable.
So talented.
Delicious.
He is. All right, Joe. Thanks. Coming up tomorrow on Houston Life, we are catching up with Grammy-nominated saxophonist and our friend Dave Koz as he shares details on his new album and his upcoming summer horn tour. He's coming to Houston, Courtney.
I can't wait. And how your kid can become a member of the Jazz Houston Youth Orchestra. We're blowing the horn about their upcoming auditions.
That is absolutely fantastic. And even for young people who maybe it's not their dream to become a musician.
Right.
You know, it's such great discipline and it works that creative part of your brain. So can't wait to spotlight them.
Absolutely. Making some great music for sure. And I can't wait to catch up with Dave. It's going to be awesome.
I know. It's been a minute and so glad he's coming back. He'll be at the Arena Theater in just a few weeks, early August. So it's a great venue. It's big enough, but intimate enough. You feel like every seat's a front row seat.
It's fantastic. All right, that's going to do it for us, Boo, on this Tuesday.
All right, Lewis, it's great to see you. And I believe John and Michael, or maybe Diane and Barbara are standing by for the... Oh, no, it's Andy and Sophia. There they are.
I think you're Barbara.
Just call me Babs for short.
Ooh, good one.